1989, Capcom. In the year of 2000X, a super robot named Mega Man was created. Dr. Light created Mega Man to stop the evil desires of Dr. Wily. However, after his defeat, Dr. Wily created 8 of his own robots to counter Mega Man. Hello everyone, this is Blue. This is beginning a new Let's Play today. Yes, we have an opening cutscene this time, not just a blank title screen. We also have rocking title screen music, and 2 difficulties. In the original Japanese version of Mega Man 2, there was no difficulty selection, so normal didn't exist, there was only difficult. So really normal mode is easy and difficult is normal, which means we're going to go with difficult. Why not? And another new thing, passwords. I don't need to replay through the entire game off camera again to get caught up. I can just look at the old videos, type in the password, whatever it is. I'm just typing in a random password. Hopefully it's going to give me nothing. Yes, nothing. But yeah, I'll be able to get passwords and I won't have to replay a bunch of stages again. So yay! Let's get started. Here's our stage select. Yes, everything is new and improved in Mega Man 2, and you'll notice a trend with that in this series. Technically, things get crisper and crisper as the series goes along. Instead of 6 Robot Masters, we have 8. Instead of pressing right to circle through them clockwise and left to go counterclockwise, you can just move around them in a grid, which is much easier. We have Bubble Man, Air Man, Quick Man, Wood Man, Crash Man, Flash Man, Metal Man, and Heat Man. Which are we going to start off with today, you might ask? Well, the same one that I was first able to beat when I began Mega Man 2, and have started with him pretty much every time since. We are going to go after, not Crash Man, we are going to go after Flash Man today. So let's get started. Probably second favorite Robot Master in the game is Flash Man. The music on this stage is really funky, the lighting effects look really cool. We do have ice physics on this floor, which means difficult to start, difficult to stop. You know the drill. Already you can tell that the backgrounds and the whole effects of the stage, all the graphics really are much improved for Mega Man 1. The Buster is still the same though. Up here we have a new enemy. This thing is called a Crazy Cannon or a Shot Man. The issue that I have with Mega Man 2 that we didn't have with Mega Man 1 and probably won't have with any other Mega Man game is that the enemies all have 2 official names. There's the name that they got in the instruction booklet for Mega Man 2, and there's the name that they got later in a complete works that Capcom released. This thing is called a Sniper Armor, by the way. It's basically a Sniper Joe in a giant mech. That is the only name it has, but most enemies in this game will have 2. I will probably use my discretion and pick the one that I either like better or is funnier or whatever. I'm going to be calling those enemies back there Crazy Cannons, but it's important for you to know for future games in the series that they are also called Shot Men, because there's an upgraded version of them in the future called New Shot Men that we'll be getting to in a future game. This barrier here we cannot break at the moment. It requires a certain Robot Master weapon that we do not have, so we are forced to pass up that health and continue on. These enemies also only have one name. They're called Squirms, like SC Worm, a combination of Squirm and Worm. Clever, I know. They're rather difficult to get past, and they continuously spawn these little worm things. They're rather... I don't really have to take them out, but I want health, so I'm gonna do it. This stage is largely a maze. You can take numerous different paths to get through the stage at varying speeds with varying difficulty. That enemy back there was called a Blocky. I'm not gonna talk about it yet because we didn't really have to fight it yet. We'll be getting to it in a future stage where we can't just pass by it like we did. If you watched my Mega Man 1 Let's Play, you should know what a Sniper Joe is already. These guys are called returning Sniper Joes. They don't really jump like the ones in Mega Man 1 did. All they do is shoot 3 shots. So they're actually a bit more predictable. The issue is that their riding armor is very irritating and takes a lot of hits. Does it remind you of an enemy in Mega Man 1? Because it should. They are a derivative of the Big Eye. Every Mega Man game, I think I mentioned this in the Mega Man 1 Let's Play, every Mega Man game pretty much has a derivative of the Big Eye, and this Sniper Joe in the riding armor, the sniper armor, is this game's derivative. We can lure this one out of the way and just take it out like this, I suppose. And yeah, we're already at the boss door. I'm sorry, my commentary has been poor because I've been trying to cover a lot of different things at the same time. You might have noticed that I picked up a little tank back there with an E on it after we jumped over all those blocks. That is called an energy tank or an E-tank. If I were to use it, it is a one-use only item and it fully restores my health. And that disappears. If I get a game over, I lose it, and I think I can hold up to 4 of them at a time. You see I accidentally used it there with full health, so it's gone. Whatever. I don't really need it because I've learned to beat this game without using it. You just press start on it to use it, and I did that accidentally, whatever. This is Flashman. Flashman is rather slow, he's rather fragile, but he has a trick up his sleeve. He can stop time, like that, and if you are above him or below him or out of his range of fire, you're usually good, like I was there. The most difficult part of this fight, in my opinion, is just getting around him, jumping over him and such, or if he decides to stop time when you're right in front of him. That's annoying too. But he's pretty fragile, he goes down fast, and that's it. Flashman's done. No orb to collect this time. We just automatically end the stage and teleport out like that. F. Get equipped with the Time Stopper, which is Flashman's weapon. It also gives us a nice shade of purple. Here we also have an incoming message from Dr. Light. In addition to getting the Time Stopper, certain stages in this game will also give you, or in addition to getting Robot Master weapons rather, certain stages will also give you utility items, similar to the Magnet Beam. This stage gives us item number 3. I'll be showing off what that is in a future video. It's kind of like an elevator platform that can be used to scale up walls. It's rather nice. You see here, if I press password, this shows us the password that I can use at any point from the title screen to get back to having defeated Flashman, which is great, so I don't need to do Flashman stage again, as I've already said. If we go back to the stage select, Flashman is down. Another difference from Mega Man 1 that I noticed is that in Mega Man 1 you can return to any stage that you previously beat and battle the Robot Masters again, and that's very helpful in case you missed the Magnet Beam or something like that. In this game, no matter what button I push, I can't seem to return to Flashman's level. So once you've beaten a stage, keep in mind that you cannot return to it. That being said though, there's no real reason why you would want to return, except maybe to grind for extra lives or something like that, but just keep that in mind. You cannot return to stages you've already beaten. Okay, so we've beaten Flashman, we've gotten the Time Stopper. Next time on Let's Play Mega Man 2, we will be taking out the Robot Master that is weak to Flashman's Time Stopper. Thank you for watching, and I will see you then.